Welcome, beautiful souls. Today, we gather in the loving presence of Mother Mary to explore the divine feminine and divine balance, divine neutral, and their vital importance in our modern world. The ex-Catholic in me reared its head on this loving presence of Mother Mary, but I assure you this is spiritual and metaphysical rather than religious, as Mother Mary is a divine ascended master whose energy is still greatly available to us for our ascension. She has been showing me that the path to healing our world begins with healing the split between masculine and feminine energies within ourselves. Welcome to your multidimensional journey. I am Tracy Canberra, and after connecting with the three goddesses last week, Isis, Brigitte, and Mary Magdalene. And if you haven't heard their channel messages of love and power, I'll leave a link below in the show notes or the YouTube description so that you can check it out. After convening with the three goddesses, Mother Mary appeared to me to teach why it is so critical for humanity at this time to balance the energies. Beyond healing oneself and healing the world, it is so we can reach divine neutral, which is a state of being critical to ascension. So join me now in tuning into Mother Mary's compassionate, patient energy, and let's get started. Mother Mary has been long revered as the embodiment of divine feminine qualities, those of unconditional love, nurturing wisdom, and compassionate strength. Through her energy, she reminds us that true power isn't about dominance or control, but about the ability to create, nurture, and transform with love. In our current times, we see an overwhelming emphasis on traditionally masculine traits: competition, linear thinking, external achievement. And while these qualities have their place, Mother Mary reminds us that without the balance of feminine energy, we risk becoming disconnected from our hearts, from each other, and from the earth herself. For me, in most of my adult life, running businesses, being the head of the empire, entrepreneurially speaking, put me in quite a masculine place. It was so much doing and achieving. And I really felt the disconnect from my heart, from love, from showing people my true self. I personally had to dive deep into the divine feminine and do a lot of practices in being raw and open and vulnerable and standing quietly in my power rather than proving to others. It took me years to step into that divine feminine energy. So I know firsthand that it's a journey, but it's one that we all must take now if this is going to be your beginning of ascension, of your moving into 5D New Earth. So here's a brief overview of the divine feminine. It represents our ability to listen deeply to our intuition and inner wisdom, build our channeling muscles, hold space for emotions and vulnerability. This is where you discover that being raw and vulnerable is incredibly freeing and empowering. Divine feminine creates and nurtures life in all forms. So again, it's not about stamping out the competition. It's about welcoming others that are on the same path as you and wishing them all the success you wish for yourself. Because multidimensionality isn't either or, it's either and. The divine feminine flows with natural cycles and rhythms. Something that the unbalanced masculine teaches us is just push through, get her done. I have a good friend, a man, who's always saying, get her done. And so that's what I always think about with the masculine energy, when truthfully, life is a series of ebbs and flows. There is time to get her done. And then there's time to retreat to the cocoon and be creative and just flow within. Lastly, the divine feminine allows us to connect deeply with others through compassion, love, patience, loving kindness. something we need more of in this world. Mother Mary invites us to remember that strength can be soft, that power can be gentle, and that leadership can flow from the heart. Yes, I said to remember, as many of you have other lives on earth in ancient and not so ancient times of divine feminine leadership. And it is now time to remember that and return to those beliefs and actions, thoughts and feelings in your current incarnation. Now, how do you remember that? Well, of course, you can have a personal session with me and we can timeline jump to those other lives so that you can much more easily remember and bring it forth into this life. And you can also explore 3 sacred practices that Mother Mary offered me to help us reconnect and embrace our divine feminine energy. And I remind you that no matter your gender, no matter your walk in life, all humans need to balance the feminine and masculine energies to achieve divine neutral. That is part of our ascension journey on earth. These practices will make you more aware, more conscious, more loving and accepting, not more effeminate. It's about balance. Calling in Mother Mary's energy and letting it flow through all of us. Beautiful, compassionate, heart-opening energy. The first practice is the heart temple meditation. Close your eyes and place both your hands over your heart. Take several deep breaths and picture soft pastel pink colored light glowing within your chest. This is your heart temple, dear ones, the sacred space where your divine feminine wisdom resides. No, it is not within your brain, it is within your heart. I ask of each of you, with every breath in, allow this beautiful pink unconditional love light to expand within you, filling your entire being with compassionate awareness. If you choose to spend a few moments here every day, nurturing your connection to your inner wisdom, it will grow. By doing this, you call upon me, Mother Mary. You call upon the goddesses, so many different goddesses, angels, the archangels, your guides. There are so many beings you call in when you connect to your heart wisdom through the divine feminine awareness. Take a deep breath, dear ones, for we begin the second practice. It is called the water blessing, as water represents the flowing, adaptable nature of feminine energy. So I ask of you, each morning as you arise, get yourself a glass of water and hold it between your palms. Close your eyes and infuse it with your intentions for greater compassion, greater intuition, and nurturing wisdom and leadership. As you drink this water, imagine these qualities flowing into every cell of your body. Remember, like water, feminine power is both soft and strong, as am I, as are you. And dear humans, as you do this with water and you feel the clear, pure intentions flowing through your body, I remind you, you can also do this with food. Before you eat, you can set your intentions, blessing the food and all those that take part in creating it, and setting the intentions for the food to nourish you and assist you in stepping into your divine feminine love and compassion and power. Our third practice today, dear ones, is the sacred circle of creation, as the divine feminine is deeply connected to creativity and cycles. Each evening, Take time to engage in creative expressions of all kinds without self-judgment or criticism. It could show itself to you in dancing, in singing, in drawing, or in simply moving your body in ways that feel natural. Close your eyes, bring it forth, and as you create, imagine yourself connected to the vast circle of creative feminine energy that flows through all of life on this planet, on every other planet, in every other dimension. No matter what your creative endeavor is, allow yourself to slip into it and simply enjoy with abandon. Set yourself free to create. That is what will inspire you to create once you open your eyes again. Dear ones, I have given you 3 techniques that you may use to boost your loving, compassionate creativity and inspiration, to boost your nurturing, to open your heart and step into vulnerability and true power. Remember, you can call upon me anytime, for I am always available in love, in support, in ascension. That was wonderful. I am so beautifully peaceful right now. And I'll share an exercise that I did so often in the past. I don't need it as much anymore, I feel, but it's always available to me. And that is, I would picture myself being the size of maybe a 2 or 3-year-old child, and I would crawl up on Mother Mary's lap and feel her putting her arms around me and infusing me with unconditional love and support. I could always get an infusion, a boost, whenever I needed to be held through difficult times, through traumatic events, or at times when I was just really worn down and felt like I was at my wit's end. That's a recharging technique that I learned, and one that you can always use with Mother Mary. Know that embracing the feminine does not mean rejecting masculine qualities. Instead, it's about finding the sacred balance within ourselves. That's what I would do in my exercise with Mother Mary. When I was so tired of doing and I just needed to receive, I just needed to sit in love, that's when I would crawl into her open arms and just receive. And I'll be honest, sometimes there was a lot of tears. I had so much of the unbalanced masculine to release, and sometimes it was really hard to feel that empty in the feminine energies in the receiving. My exercise did not come without tears. But when we balance the masculine and feminine within, we honor both energies equally and we become whole, integrated beings of light, capable of creating much more positive change in our world. Remember, the divine feminine offers us the wisdom to listen before acting, the courage to remain soft in a hard world, the power to transform through love rather than force, the ability to build bridges instead of walls, and the strength to nurture life in all its forms. You are not simply a vehicle for divine feminine energy. You are the embodiment of it. Your sensitivity is not a weakness, it's your power. Your ability to feel deeply is not a liability. It is your gift to the world. Take a moment now to place your hands over your heart again. Feel the wisdom of the divine feminine flowing through you, connecting you to all of life. Know that as you embrace these sacred qualities within yourself, you help restore balance not only to your own life, but to our entire world. And it only takes a few moments to reconnect into the divine feminine flowing through you, through your heart. So take the time to connect during your day. Thank you all for tuning in today to the Divine Feminine Within. Please share with our YouTube community in the comments which one of those rituals connected with you the most. Did you feel Mother Mary's energy within those? And do you have a favorite connection ritual to the divine feminine energy or to the goddesses? If you'd like to break through the veil and connect with your other lives in power or to the goddesses, book a private session. I've left the link below to my secure online booking. Thank you so much for sharing your inspiration and methods in a comment, and also for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Until next time, may you also walk in the grace and power of the divine feminine, guided by Mother Mary's eternal love and wisdom. Blessings to you.